In this brief video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how to apply some of the concepts you just watched in the David Allen video. And I feel this is very important so that Excel becomes more to you than just a tool to use in the classroom, but it's something that can actually help organize your life. And so let's go ahead. I have an icon here. It's Excel here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'll go ahead and click on Blank Workbook, which is right here. And it comes up with the familiar rows and columns that you see here. Now, if you haven't watched the David Allen video, you should go watch that first and then come back to this video. And if you don't have time to watch that entire video, go to the 17-minute mark and watch from that point on. But I think you really should get the vision and the philosophy of what he's trying to show at the very beginning. So watch the entire video. One thing he makes that is the #1 key point is to learn to write things down. Now, why is this important? It's important because a lot of the reason we're not productive is because we're always thinking about things that we need to do at times when we can't do anything about it. So for instance, we just taught in the classroom and Johnny gave us a difficult time. And so then we go home and instead of focusing on our family, having a nice meal, reading that favorite book that we wanted, we're actually thinking about our interaction with Johnny and the behavior plan that we have to write for him. Well, you know what? After 20 or 30 years of teaching and doing that, a lot of your life gets consumed. By what? It's by thinking about things during times of the day that you can do nothing about it, and during times of the day when you should be focused on higher priority things. So this entire key of learning to write things down and then walking away from what you wrote down and say to yourself, I'm not going to look at that again until it pops up on my schedule or until Sunday night when I plan my week, will really give you a lot of free time in your mind. Now, those of you who are first-year teachers, sorry to say this, you're just hanging on to your hat and trying to figure out how to hang on to your sanity, particularly if you're working in a big school district. But hopefully by second year, third year, fourth year, second year is actually also very difficult. But hopefully by third year, fourth year, fifth year, you have a little bit of a strategy of how to control your life and have some breathing room. Okay, so this will help you if you're a first-year teacher trying to hold on to your sanity, or if you're a 30-year teacher, that is, you've been teaching for 30 years, and you just want to create a better future for yourself. Okay, so basically, you'll notice #1, in his talk, he did not first talk about creating a schedule. Think about that. Like writing Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. And then, creating the main blocks of your day, wake time, work time, home time, and then bedtime. Okay, he didn't talk about doing that. I'm going to go to the status bar down here at the green, and I'm going to move this to the right, and so you can see it better. You notice if I am highlighting a word right here, I can't move this to the right to zoom it. So go ahead and click off that square, and then this highlights, and you can now move things to the right to zoom things in. Okay, so what did David Allen talk about if he didn't talk about doing a schedule? Well, let's call this first thing a schedule because, you need a schedule at some point. You do have meetings at certain times. That parent-teachers meeting is scheduled for a particular date, so you do need a schedule at some point. But let's create another tab, and let's just call it rename to-do. And what you're going to do is you're just going to create a to-do list. And let's create a column called priority, another to-do, and then the other is next action to move that item forward. Okay, then take the things that occupy your mind the most. Just start with what's on your mind now. Okay, create, you have to go to the to-dos column, create behavior plan for Johnny. Okay, take care of my 16-year-old son. Take care of my 13-year-old daughter. Write math test. Do grades. Okay, so let me go ahead and enlarge that again so you can see it. These are the things that are mainly on my mind. Now, particularly if this is Sunday night, it's a great time to do it because then you can plan your week. Okay, so I say to myself, create behavior plan for Johnny. Okay, well, what I need to do is, first of all, I need a behavior template. So I'll ask my colleagues if they have a template, and if not, I'll do a Google search. Okay, 15-year-old son, what does he like? He likes to be in the water. Let's enroll him in a UCLA robo class. My daughter has choir this Saturday. Math tests should have at least 5 problems. And then grades, you know, I just need to do basically a spreadsheet. I'm going to use Excel to do all grades. Okay, then what I can do is I can go to the priority and I say, you know what? My son and my daughter are the most important to me. I want to make sure that definitely gets done. So I'm going to put 1 and 2 here as priority 1 and 2. Behavior plan for Johnny, that is definitely a 3. My life is going to be miserable if he keeps talking the way he keeps talking to me. Write the math test, that's 4, and do grades, that's not due for another 2 weeks. I'm going to put that as 5. Then what I can say is, you know what? I want to order this properly. So let's go ahead and let's just highlight what we have here, beginning from the C column. And we'll go to this sort, and we'll sort here, it says, from smallest to largest. So I'll do smallest to largest, and there you have it. Okay, now it took my titles and also sorted them. So I'm going to do a Control-Z. That undoes everything. Remember that, Control-Z. That'll help you immensely. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to just highlight the area that I actually want sorted. I'll go to sort from smallest to largest, and then there we have it. It's sorted without the actual column, and I'm going to highlight this column, click on the paint bucket right here under the Home tab, and I'll click gray here. Okay, so then what I can do is at this point, it's out of my mind. And so you know what? Because it's written down, I'm not going to think about item number 3 again until it's scheduled. So you know what? I'm going to do that. I'll do that on a Wednesday. So I go ahead and I go to the next action item. I copy that. I did a Control-C. I go to the tab here, Schedule, and then say I'm going to do that on a Wednesday. I don't know what I said before, but let's do it Wednesday. We'll do it Wednesday, and I'm going to do it on my work time. And so let's just go ahead and place it Wednesday, and we'll do a Control-V to actually paste it. Okay, now some of you are saying, I don't like the shortcut keys. And so what you can do is you can highlight here, right-click, click Copy, click on the tab here, right-click here, and click Paste. And that does the same thing for you. So then what you can do is you can say, you know what, I'm not going to think about that till Wednesday. Now let's get to the things that are important to me. This first thing for my son is priority 1. I'm going to do this on a Monday. I'll copy this, I'll go here, and I'm going to do that once I get home. And you know what? My daughter's thing is not until this coming Saturday. I'll copy this, I'll go to the schedule. Of course, you know, I need a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday here, and I'm going to do this on Sunday, and I'm going to put this here. So we'll do it. I'll go to the to-do, copy here, go to schedule, click on this square, Control-V, and then I have choir on Saturday. And so that's how you start to do things. So David Allen's method is a nice lightweight method. You can just in 10 minutes, believe me, just 10 minutes. In fact, this YouTube video, I hope it's not more than 12 minutes, but you can do what I just did on a Sunday night, and it will relax your mind, prioritize what's important to you, and make sure you're not wasting time thinking about things that you don't need to think about at times that you can't do anything about them. By just writing down a list, the to-do, and in fact, I'm going to click on this to-do and I'm going to move it first. So I'll slide it over here. And then prioritize, just go ahead and do a sort, and then schedule everything that's important to you, making sure that you get your priority 1s and your 2s into the schedule at places that are meaningful to you. Okay, great. Thank you very much. When you do the homework, you'll be given the option either to do this exercise or to do an exercise on advanced formulas. Now, according to the district rules, they did approve, and this is University Protocol 2, that you need to actually understand advanced formulas. So do read the following portion, even though it's not on organizing your life. But I wanted to show you this because I do want to show you the sorting mechanisms, the ability to cut and paste, to use shortcuts, to basically use Excel in a broader context that's important to your life. And quite honestly, teachers, you deserve a break. And you deserve doing things that are important to you so you can be energized for the next week. Make sure that's on your schedule first. Great. Thanks so much.